Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. Welcome to week 6 of our 300-hour teacher training. And I love this week. We're moving into stillness. But this class and this week's focusing is about stability and ease. So it would be as we move through, it's actually called Shira and Sukha in the Hindu, and we're having physiological steadiness and mental ease. And this is what we do on the mat to practice this beautiful Shira and Sukha all throughout our lives. And so this is our yin class. We won't be holding poses long and allowing some of those tendencies to come up as much as our next class, which will be a standing flow. But it's an invitation to watch our minds in stillness and to slow down and notice the tendencies and notice that we can watch them come, we can watch them pass, we can maintain our steadiness of our mind as we watch it, and we don't allow that to engage us, and we can maintain that awareness in our higher mind, connected with that Purusha and that Vijnanamaya Kosha. And so we can also bring unconditional love to these lower tendencies, these maybe called, when we get in our lower mind, the fear-based, be engaged in the past, feeling as if we're a separate self, ego. So we're going to embrace it all and love it all and not push any of it away, not make anything wrong about even whatever phenomenon is moving through us and lower tendencies. And as we go through this practice and this teacher training, we're burning up the karmas. This is Tantra, that we're going to be letting stuff arise and released. And these practices will be focused towards continuing to do that. And so for this practice, it's just to really allow these tendencies to arise, bringing that unconditional love to them, and having that awareness of that physiological steadiness and that mental ease, as Patanjali says, and that's that surrender to that higher aspect of us that is unshakable, that is always steady, even with all the phenomenon coming and going and moving, and the emotions and thoughts and everything. We can anchor ourselves in this higher mind, this stable mind. So we're going to be practicing yin. Let's begin the practice, feeling the sits bones rooted in the earth, feeling the support of the earth, maybe finding a hand mudra. I have Haikini right now, just bringing all the circuits into a line. And gently closing your eyes and bringing an awareness to that breath, a few mindful breaths to anchor in your body in this moment in time and space. Being deeply with yourself. Bringing your awareness to that breath in the lower abdomen as you allow the nervous system to calm and trigger that relaxation response within your nervous system. Deep belly breaths. Beautiful. Take a moment now to scan your physical body, noticing any sensations. And diving in a little deeper and out a little more expansive, bringing your awareness to that pranamaya kosha, that energy body, that vitality, dynamic energy field in and around your body. Scanning even deeper to even more subtle sensation, noticing any pulsing, maybe the pulse of that heart in the center of your being, tingling, vibrating. Feeling any sense of energy moving. It's noticing where you're at energetically. Emotionally. And bring yourself to your awareness. Bring to your awareness an intention you'd like to set for this practice. Maybe more peace. Maybe a healed relationship. Maybe you're looking for a new career, new job, new relationship. And beginning to gently move the body, releasing that intention with this or better, keeping the breath flowing. And moving with self-love and kindness, honoring whatever arises, knowing that that's just passing phenomenon, passing thoughts. It's not you. You are the unchanging, eternal, permanent peace. And none of the fleeting, ever-changing experiences, events, thoughts, emotions that move and flow. None of that can affect permanent peace that is safe within us all. And a couple more circles or gentle movements before we move into a forward fold. Coming back to center. And so, let's see. Take this. We're going to move into a forward fold and do a, let's bring both legs out to start. And flexing and extending the feet. And so when we anchor in this part of our mind that is stable, that's that part that we call the Vijnanamaya kosha. We've been talking about the koshas. That is that higher wisdom, higher mind, non-judgmental. So when you're ready, inhaling, lengthening the spine, and exhaling, folding forward. And you can use straps for this. So let me show you how this, or you can just find that gentle edge. This way. With the straps, you can gently pull yourself to that gentle edge. And let's take a couple breaths here, just holding the edge. Noticing what arises, not reacting from it, but creating that intention to stay in that higher mind, that Vijnanamaya kosha, that wisdom body. Then on the next exhale, hinging down a little bit deeper and then allowing the spine to round and just relaxing into your forward fold for a couple breaths. Bringing the awareness inward towards the heart. Love and appreciation towards the self and all aspects of your being. And one more breath here. And then the next inhale coming up. And let's bring those feet together. Soles of the feet in our Baddha Konasana, wrapping the hands around the feet. And gentle flapping of the butterfly wings, lengthening the spine. Warming up those hips. And beginning to relax the butterfly wings, allow the butterfly to land on a flower, something beautiful. And on the next inhale, lengthening the spine. And on the exhale, hinging forward, finding your gentle edge, never forcing, never moving into pain, always backing off if there's ever pain, always honoring that gentle edge, and knowing that you can always take a break at any time. Beautiful. One more breath. And on the next inhale, coming out. Let's relax on those sits bones. And we're not going to go into a full balancing bear today unless you want to challenge yourself. This is a yin class. But let's go one side at a time. So bringing one leg out to the side, maybe moving it around a little bit, noticing the beautiful sensations, keeping the breath flowing. And moving to the other side. And I'm going to move to the other side for another moment and back and forth, or if you'd like to move into a balancing bear for a couple breaths. Not necessary though. Beautiful job. And then Sukhasana again, and we're going to open up these shoulders. So let's inhale those arms up and taking the right hand on the left arm, the upper arm just below the elbow, and just opening up that shoulder and that side body a little bit, and then moving over to the other side. Keeping that breath flowing, prana moving in your body, and moving over to each side one more time. And coming back to center, releasing the hands. We're going to move into a seated twist now, a gentle seated twist. I'm taking my left leg out. Right knee is bent, and I'm going to bring that right leg on the outer edge of the right foot on the outer edge of the left leg. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And we'll take that left arm and hook it around that right knee. Right hand is right behind the right buttocks to stabilize everything. And we can inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, holding that right knee in as you twist back to gaze out over the right shoulder. And on their inhales, we'll be lengthening the spine. On the exhales, a gentle twist. Couple more breaths. Noticing your state of mind. Being able to witness without reactivity. Finding that steadiness. And the next exhale, releasing a little micro twist to the other side. And bringing the leg out. Let's flop them around a little bit. And the right leg straight out, bending that left knee, bringing that left foot over to the outside of the right leg, hooking that right arm around the left leg and knee, left hand behind the left buttocks. Inhale as you lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist. And continuing for a few more breaths. At the end of the last exhale, releasing. And releasing the legs. Let's flop them all around a little bit. And a windshield wiping them. And we're going to come up into a table pose. And we'll just start off with wrists right under shoulder, knees right under hips, a solid foundation. Stretching those fingers out a little bit for more stability. And we're moving into flexion and extension of the spine. So we're going to start with our cow, which is extension, arching the back, lifting the head, lifting the tail, extending the front spinal processes. And on the next exhale, we're going to move into flexion as you tuck the tailbone in, allow the head to rest down, look into your thighs, and moving back and forth. Flexion and extension. Finding your own pace. And then the next time you're in your cat pose, bring those hips back, feeling a nice stretch on the lower back. Beginning to make some spontaneous movements, maybe some circles with the hips. Then going both directions. And coming into your cow. And if you'd like to come all the way into up dog, for extension of the spine, and adding any little spontaneous movements that feel good. And exhaling back and just moving in a flow through cat cow with variations that feel good in your body. Adding a nice flow for a few breaths, finding your own pace. Maintaining that steadiness. And ease. Mental ease, physiological steadiness. Anytime you're ready, moving into child's pose. Maybe you want to move a little more in your cat-cow, or maybe you're ready now to come into child's pose. And we're going to give ourselves a little longer break. And the invitation is to really witness your mind, your body, your thoughts, your consciousness, anything that's arising, the emotions, the charges, the reactive tendency, the judgments, the anxiety, the excitement, whatever it is that's arising within you. Simply notice with no judgment, with no good, bad, right, or wrong. I'm just simply noticing with great self-love. And in your next inhale coming up, and we're going to bring ourselves straight onto our backs. And I'm grabbing my block because we're going to go into bridge in a few moments, not quite yet. Bring those knees up and windshield wiper those knees back and forth, noticing the sensations in the body, all the phenomenon that's arising, sounds, the smells, the emotions, the sensations. Gently moving those hips a little hula, maybe just some hip pointers. And coming back to center. Nice centered space. And we're going to press into the feet, lift those hips. Just going to move them halfway and notice the sensations. Present to what's arising. And on your next exhale, coming all the way back down. Your little gentle movements with the legs, side to side. This next time, we're going to move up into a gentle bridge, a supported bridge. We're going to bring this block right underneath the sacrum. So we don't want it so much on, we don't want it on the lumbar, but we're wanting it to be directly right on that sacrum. Resting it on the sacrum, taking a few moments and just absorbing this gentle extension, restorative. You can open up the feet and relax the knees in. beginning to check in. Moving the legs gently back and forth. A couple more breaths. Gentle, gentle, gentle movements as you just come back. And when you feel ready, lifting those hips, pressing into the feet, removing the block, or if you wanted to use a cushion, and bringing yourself down. And taking a breath here, noticing the sensations in the body, noticing the physiology, and keeping that steadiness and that mental ease, simply witnessing and watching all the energy moving and flowing and pulsing through your body. And beginning to move back and forth. The legs. And bringing those feet out a little bit wider. And dropping the knee, one knee at a time, into the center. Beautiful job. And let's bring those knees into the chest. Gentle rocking. Bring your awareness on your own beingness. And then let's bring those feet together in the Supta Baddha Konasana. You can gently pull those legs into the body. A little rocking. And let's take one leg at a time out, finding a nice stretch. Moving to the other side. Just making those little movements that feel good for you and your body. And bringing both legs out together. Pulling them in gently into the body, noticing the stretch, the sensations. And feeling love and acceptance for all that's arising. Beautiful. And let's just bring those legs up. Be a little flexing and extending of the feet. We're going to do one more pose before we move into a happy baby and then Savasana. We're going to do a nice knee down twist. I'll guide you through. We're going to hold it for several breaths. Taking that left leg out. Bring the hips over to the right a little bit as you bend the right knee. Bring that over to the left. You can bring that left hand to gently guide the right knee. And then taking the right arm out 90 degrees and turning the head to gaze out over those right fingertips. And breathing into the belly, witnessing sensations that arise from that stable, steady, relaxed mind and body. We're holding the poses a little longer, inviting anything to arise from deep within us. Be released, transformed. Couple more breaths. And on your next inhale, releasing the leg, coming back to center, taking a breath here in the middle. Moving the pelvis a little bit, hips. And then we'll move on to the other side. So the right leg is straight out. And take those hips to the left a little as you bend the left knee. And bringing that over to the right. Right hand guiding that over. And left arm is out 90 degrees, turning the head to gaze out over the left fingertips, bringing a twist in the lumbar, thoracic and cervical spine. And breathe, welcoming it all, witnessing from that place ease, steady body, stable, relaxed mind. And a couple more breaths. Beautiful. On the next inhale, coming up. Bring yourself back to center. And we're going to bring those feet up, nice wide knees, and bringing the hands on the outer edges of the feet and gently pulling those knees down towards the earth, wide enough so they won't be coming down on the ribs. And breathe. And rolling back and forth, moving into happy baby, or maybe any pose that your body was craving. And finding your way to your Savasana. And whatever you need to be comfortable, maybe you want to put on a sweatshirt or a jacket. So I'm going to sit up for your Savasana. Socks, getting nice and comfortable to allow the body to completely relax. And feeling the physical body as it sinks a little deeper into the earth. As you release all tension in the muscles, you can feel the body sink, come heavier. Deeply supported. And simply let that Anamaya Kosha go as you bring your awareness into the breath, the prana, and the pranamaya kosha, this energy body in and around physical body. Dynamic energy field in and around you. Notice the subtle body sensations. Whatever's arising within you in your energy field. And bringing your awareness now to the emotional body, the mental body, this Manamaya Kosha, and noticing the phenomenon that's arising, the emotions in the mental body. Spirit, moving into that pratyahara, diving the awareness deep within, withdrawing the awareness from the external. And expanding into that Vijnanamaya Kosha, that higher mind, this place of ease, stability, steadiness, connection to the higher mind. And we'll relax in this silent stillness as we rest in Vijnanamaya Kosha, inviting that Anandamaya Kosha to at any time spontaneously invite us in to that silent stillness. And I will bring you back when it's time. And as you continue to absorb and receive the practice, getting to take a nice deep breath into the belly, coming back, feeling that earth underneath you, support, and beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes, stretching out the arms and the legs. And when you feel ready, rolling over to either side, mindfully noticing the shifts in energy, the organs moving and shifting, fluids, all those subtle bodies shifting as you move. Taking a couple breaths here on your side as you continue to absorb and receive the vibrations of this practice. Beautiful. And when you're ready, coming up to a seated position. And taking a moment first and to check in again with the energy, the aliveness, whatever's arising, ever-changing phenomenon, spinning, moving, flowing in and around your life, always changing. Allow that unchanging aspect of yourself, that peace that is always present, that higher mind to witness all that is changing in your body mind. Complete acceptance for all that is arising, all the sensations, thoughts, the emotions, and bringing yourself back to that intention that you set, feeling that emotional benefit, seeing it with your mind's eye if you can. And releasing this intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. And we'll conclude this practice with a namaste prayer. Bringing the hands in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And I feel a little spontaneous chant wanting to arise. We'll see what arises. Eya uneke ahe. Eya uneke ahe. Eya uneke ahe ahe ahe. Eya uneke ahe. Unekea he 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 unekea he Onekea hea 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 hea. Onekea he. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste.